So there's a big chat on Polkadot and Kusama and this thing called Parachain Auctioning. Seriously, it's a bit of a mystery for me, but you know what? Let's unpack it today. And it's pretty exciting stuff. And it introduces a very unique and quirky way of getting people participating on new coin launches who want to get a piece of the action and the platform of Polkadot and Kusama, which I have been, very well performing recently. And also there's a lot of institutional demand for Polkadot as well if you pay attention to my channel. So Gavin Wood, the founder of Kusama and Polkadot, has announced the launch of Parachain slot auctions. What is Polkadot and how does it differ from Kusama? Polkadot is a project that realizes the interoperability between different blockchains. And this is becoming more and more important nowadays, guys, because people are transferring money from BSC mainnet to Polygon to Ethereum. There's so many blockchains that are coming up that are just so much more improved than the Ethereum network that we know. So it's really exciting to see these new chains coming in, providing solutions, providing scalability. While Kusama is great for bold experimentation and early stage development, Polkadot is more conservative and it's more stable. Governance of both of them is based on the token holders and what they vote in as being what they want. So it's really the cryptocurrency of the people. I think Uniswap operates on a similar basis as well. And this has been approved as a better governance model than other more centralized models. So this is how they battle into that decentralization. So what is a Parachain auction? How will this launch happen? There are many projects that want to build on these new platforms because it's nice and sexy. Everyone's talking about it. They love it, right? That's why, things that were built on the Polygon network, people like that too, for similar reasons. And each will need their own Parachain slots. Parachain is a difficult word to understand, but just understand it as a slot. They need some room on that blockchain in itself for these coins to launch. The individual blockchains that connect Polkadot are called parachains. Not all blockchains can be connected freely and you have to get a slot at an auction. So during an auction, DOT or KSM holders can link their cryptocurrency to support a project by staking and who they believe should receive a slot in the Polkadot and Kusama network. Teams can be sure of winning the auctions by convincing a large pool of KSM holders to lend their tokens for the fixed-up lockup period. So these are the really interesting steps to it. If you want to get into this rabbit hole and you want to explore this, check out this website. It's a daily hodl article and there's some really good information there. But I really want to focus on what this really means for the blockchain market in itself. So Kusama's market cap continues to increase significantly because of this functionality. Polkadot and Kusama will offer nearly identical security. Only a handful of projects will win a space on Kusama after the first Parachain auction. So it's a very selective process and it's going to be quite exclusive as well. And it's going to then filter out any rug pulls, any kind of dodgy projects that are going to be launching, and it's going to be approved by the people of themselves. So it's really that move towards a decentralized finance. Like Polkadot, Kusama aims to be the completely decentralized project. And you know what? I don't see any shadow of doubt happening right now. So a bit further information on Kusama Parachain auctions. I just thought I'd go through a few different articles so that you guys really get your head around this and understand how you can allocate your money in these developments that you're seeing. So there's a lot of underground buzz in crypto surrounding upcoming Polkadot and Kusama auctions. Their sister networks founded by Ethereum co-founder Gavin Wood, which gives further veracity of this project, really. These guys aren't stupid people. So when they come up with a solution, they already know the mechanics and the pain points. So these solutions are addressing a specific pain point and what that they believe will then receive the uptake of the common people like you and I. And they aim to give developers the ability to create new crypto assets and decentralized applications on top of the network with interoperability with other blockchains as main advantage, which is important. The auctions are a key ecosystem development as they provide an opportunity for retail investors like you and I to participate in a new project launches and receive project tokens. A key difference between this Parachain auction and ICO is the participants maintain control of the ownership of the funds. So instead of exchanging Ethereum for tokens, right, users can take their DOT or Kusama, which is so much cheaper to own. Obviously, you pay amount of money to actually own these tokens, but I'm talking about gas fees. It's so much cheaper to do that there. And they're going to get some project airdrops in there. So if the project loses the auction or the Parachain slot expires, then all funds can be refunded to you, which is nice. Okay, so there are some interesting projects that are actually launching on the market. So now that I've gone through what Polkadot and Kusama and the Parachain auctions are, I thought I'd introduce you some of the new projects that are actually launching on the market itself. So we got Sakura, Clover's sister project, operating system Parachain candidate on Kusama, supported by really interesting companies here: Karura, Moonriver, Cross Shadow, Shiden. Okay, so and obviously what's going to happen with these projects is they're going to be auctioning for it and the people are going to auction for it. So participants can contribute KSM directly without leaving their exchange to Kraken, Qcoin and OK Exchange. Alternatively, participants can stake their Kusama through decentralized options such as Bounce, the decentralized auction protocol, Mass Wallet, Fearless Wallet, and Polkadot.js. To be honest, I've never really heard of them. So it'll probably be a way of contributing through Kraken or Qcoin, which will be the most amount of participants on the Parachain auctions. So to mention one of them, Karura raises $100 million and Kusama soars ahead of the Parachain auctions. So look, this is causing market changes of these cryptocurrencies. So I'd say if you're really confused by all of this, I think the best thing to do is just hop in behind Polkadot and Kusama. That's what the institutionals are doing at the moment. And yeah, these projects are really exciting. And whatever happens, go with the mentality of I'm going to sell shovel in a gold rush mentality rather than just going around digging for gold. Although this is going to increase mass adoption and participation from people so that they can get behind these sort of initial offerings where, the returns can be very, very lucrative. Okay, so here's something really interesting to note. This is how the institutionals are approaching it, because the institutionals can't move as quickly as you and I can. So this is what they do. So Ethereum co-founder says he's investing in the Polkadot and Cardano. Here's why. So Ethereum co-founder Anthony DiLorio says he's betting on the future of both Cardano and Polkadot. Okay, so DiLorio, who the hell is this guy? So he joined the team soon after meeting Vitalik Buterin at an organized Bitcoin conference in 2012. So very early on, found his time in Ethereum, and then what he did was he left to start a Toronto-based blockchain company. So this is what he's saying, right? And it goes back to the point of why I think just sell the shovel in a gold rush if you don't really understand how this all works in its entirety and you don't really plan to participate. Now I'm kind of falling back to just simplicity in a matter of different projects, but the majority of my stuff is in top projects. I'm a big fan of Polkadot. I'm a big fan of Cardano. Taking some different approaches in the way that they're doing things, much more on the academic side of what he's done and bringing stuff forward. Real big fan of Gavin Wood. So most of my stuff is in the top few things: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, and Polkadot. I like Cosmos as well, and there's a few others, but I'm not getting lost all in the DeFi stuff. So he finds this a little bit mind-boggling. I just think there's not enough time, not enough energy for me to explore this. It's a full-time gig to be running a lot of that stuff and keep on top of stuff. So I simplified my life quite a bit over the past few years. And so what should you do if you have that kind of attitude? Well, you just invest into the bigger stuff like your Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, and Polkadot, especially Ethereum, Cardano, and Polkadot, because they're going to be the ones that are facilitating all these new launches, these really exciting gimmicks that people are going to be participating into. And as you know, the DeFi space really was only a $1 billion industry, near the end of last year. And already now it's a $60 billion industry, it's a 60-fold growth in that sector. So it's definitely something that you need to pay attention to. And over the summer, we're going to see a massive, massive increase in DeFi space. So thank you so much for tuning in today's video. Make sure you go follow all my social pipes. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that notification, or leave a comment down below if you've got any question. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.